France has changed their rules yet again for the COVID-19 Health Pass. If you're traveling to France in 2022, here's the updated information you need to know.
To learn to love travel. COVID restrictions in France have just gotten a little bit tighter as Western Europe battles yet another wave of the pandemic.
In a recent video, we showed you how the French Health Pass works and where to get one. We spent several months traveling through France, and it's virtually impossible to function there without the Health Pass.
Yes, and now that restrictions are tighter, you'll really need to know this little travel secret. I think this does qualify as a travel secret, right?
Yes, indeed, because the rules are constantly changing.
Yeah, they've changed at least twice in the last month, and even the US Embassy website was displaying incorrect information recently. We're going to break this down very simply for you. Let's start with unvaccinated travelers.
If you're unvaccinated, you can only obtain a health pass for 24 hours. That means if you want to go out to restaurants, use public transportation, or even mingle at events, you need to test negative for COVID.
So what does that mean after the 24-hour period?
That simply means that you have to be retested for every 24 hours you want to be out and about.
I see. So if you're unvaccinated, you really want to evaluate your prospects for visiting France right now. And the cost for every temporary health pass is 36 euros.
Now let's talk about vaccinated travelers, especially Americans and non-Europeans. You can only obtain a health pass in France at an authorized site like a pharmacy, and you also need to bring along your vaccination card and your passport.
The pharmacy will convert your records to a health pass, which you can conveniently store on your phone. Again, the cost is up to 36 euros. This QR code will enable you to gain access to public establishments and transportation.
So that's all you need to know to get your French health pass, which, by the way, is valid throughout the European Union. But there's one other thing to consider, and that's how to gain entry into France.
For Americans and most non-Europeans, if you're vaccinated, you just need your vaccination card and a negative COVID test within 48 hours of travel. No quarantine is necessary.
But like we said, restrictions have tightened. If you're not vaccinated and a non-European national, you're going to have a good reason to enter into France.
Yeah, and that reason is usually either family or work related. And you will need to quarantine for 10 days upon arrival. Restrictions vary by country, so check your individual entry requirements.
So there's our update for traveling to France in 2022. If you like this video and want to learn more travel secrets, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
But continue watching this video. We're going to show you the full description of how the French Health Pass works.
See you on the road! Can Americans and non-Europeans travel freely through France right now? Yes, and we're going to show you how.
Welcome to Learn to Love Travel. This is Travel Secrets Revealed. The seasons are changing from summer to autumn here in Europe. And the travel season would have been in full cycle just a few weeks ago. But as we all know, COVID has taken a big bite out of tourism.
And we're actually in France traveling right now, but there are very few Americans. But yes, travel and tourism is still available.
Many European countries have initiated a green pass, which allows people to enter cafes, restaurants, bars, even public transportation. Without it, you will be denied entry. That means you won't be able to get on a bus or even enter a local restaurant.
But it's easy to get the pass if you're a European national, right?
That's correct.
But the big question is, can Americans and non-Europeans obtain the pass? It is quite difficult to get around here without one.
Yes, Americans and non-Europeans can get the pass, although it's not widely publicized. Here in France, for example, the pass is called a Health Pass or Pass Sanitaire. Until recently, non-Europeans could only obtain the pass at one disclosed location in Paris, but that soon ended in the middle of the summer.
So Americans and non-Europeans can get a pass online. Another way to get the Health Pass here in France is to go to a COVID testing site, like a pharmacy. They will usually give you the results right away, and it lasts for 3 days.
The online Health Pass is no longer available. Starting November 2021, Health Passes for terms longer than 3 days can only be obtained from an authorized pharmacy within France. You will need to bring your vaccination certificate and passport. The cost is 36 euros.
We'll include a link with more instructions on how you can get your Health Pass online. Check out the notes below for more information. Yes, Americans and non-Europeans can travel freely through France right now. As long as you're prepared and have your QR code ready to go, when you enter into an establishment, whether it's a restaurant, a train, or a bus, you need this QR code to enter. What they'll do is they'll come over to your phone, they'll scan it with their phone, and you're good to go.
So take advantage of this great travel secret and you'll be off to France in no time.
This is Learn to Love Travel. If you're interested, subscribe to our YouTube channel.